You know what time it is. It's Saturday. And when it's Saturday, it's Garden Tour Saturday on Grandma Sandy's channel. So sit back with a cup of tea and let's do a garden tour today. But before we start my garden tour, let's go over to my awesome friend Lisa from Vancouver Island and watch her garden tour for the end of February Snowy Garden Tour. Oh my gosh, you're going to love her channel. Listen to the shout out. Today's shout out is for my awesome garden buddy and fairy buddy. Her name is Lisa. I am Lisa. She put on her title page. And it's going to be the end of February Snowy Garden Tour in Vancouver Island. That's in Canada if you didn't know it. And this is a wonderful channel. I found her last summer and we became fast friends. She does a lot of garden videos and she also does a lot of fairy gardens. So please go check her out. Awesome channel. If you're already following her, go give her some more love. Let her know you're still here. And all of you newbies, go over there and tell her Grandma Sandy sent you. But as you see, I still have lots of color and lots of beautiful plants, even in this freezing cold weather. Believe it or not, they can withstand the cold. They haven't had any trouble at all. It's amazing how tough some plants are, and you don't have any problems with them, and other ones just can't handle it. And you can't go by how they look either. Some look like they're delicate and frail and can't handle anything, and others look like they're tough. Take it from me, this plant, it can handle, I'm not saying it can handle the snow. Don't get me wrong, we don't live where there's snow as a rule. We'll see if we get snow this week. We've been getting hail. I'm going to show you some pictures later today of how much hail we got. And you're not going to believe how much we got. I couldn't believe how much we got. So I don't know if I'll be able to get pictures of our mountains for you because we've had so much cloudiness over them you really can't see them. I did get some before this last storm hit, so I'm going to probably do some before and after. May not get them up until Sunday or Monday if the clouds ever come off those mountains. We live in a valley, so there's mountains all the way around us. And so we don't get snow, but our mountains do get snow. And I heard Big Bear might get 7 feet of snow. And we had snow blizzards last night. Can you believe it? Snow blizzards in Southern California. This is the coldest it's been in years. So I've told people I've seen snow down here in my lifetime in 70 years about 4 times, and they thought I was lying to them. Well, no, I wasn't lying, and we do get snow here. It's just very, very rare. And it's rare for us to get a lot of rain also. But I remember a time when my children were very small, and they're in their 50s now. So I'm saying a long time ago. We had rain for 30 days. Can you believe that? 30 days? And because we had so much rain, we had houses sliding off mountains. Where my sister-in-law lives, she didn't live there at the time, but where she lives now, they had so much rain that came off those mountains, they went right through a bowling alley and wiped it out. That's how much rain we had. So we can get rain here in Southern California, and I guess we can get snow pretty good too, just not down in the valley, but where I live, luckily. But who knows? The weather keeps changing. We had a really, really cold winter and a lot of rain this year. It's caused all my plants to be about a month or 2 months behind schedule. This lettuce in my green stock should be huge, and I should have lots of salads. Look at it. Hardly doing anything because it's been so cold and cloudy here this winter. Now I do have one, somehow or other, it must have got more sun. I think I can start cutting some of that off and eating that lettuce maybe in another couple of weeks, but I'm going to give it a couple more weeks before I start cutting on it. But look at this lettuce. It looks terrible. I mean, I have plenty of lettuce in here, but you can't even hardly tell it because it's hardly even doing anything. I just can't believe what it looks like. And there's some carrots in here also. So we may be going to get some carrots, who knows when. So anyway, usually the green stalk is much, much bigger than this with its winter crop. This winter crop, I think, is going to be a wash. It's just been too freezing cold. Or I'm going to have to start my lettuce even sooner than I did this year. I don't know, maybe started in September. I don't know. The trouble here is we get such hot weather. It doesn't usually cool off until the end of October, and lettuce can't handle the heat. So I'm not quite sure what I'm going to do. I don't even know how much salads I'm going to get. Last year I had 5 full months of salads just by cutting some of the leaves off all my lettuce plants. It's not going to be 5 months because we're going to be in summer soon, and when that happens, it's going to be horrible here. So hot you can't even hardly breathe. But who knows? I might be wrong. This might be a year where everything is running behind schedule, and maybe we'll go into where it's cooler. You never know. I remember, I know people won't believe this, but I remember a year we had St. Helens. It had their big explosion, and we had a lot of ash in the air. And that summer, we had all 4 seasons in the summer. We had snow in our mountains in the summertime. We never have snow in our mountains in the summertime. That's the only time in my lifetime I have seen that. And we had all 4 seasons every month. Every week it was something different, and it would go freezing cold to steaming hot. And it was very, very odd. So you never know about weather, and you never know what might set it off. Like a giant volcano erupting up in Washington State, and we live down in Southern California, and it affected our weather for a year. Yep, it did. But I don't know if anybody remembers that, but I do. I do remember that, but I'm old. Well, I guess this is the end of our tour of the front yard. There isn't too much to share right now because everything I have is blooming. I have actually bought the plants. Anything I've planted, most of it has not even started blooming when it should have already bloomed a month or 2 ago. Just too cold.